Hello everybody, it's Sharie from Sage Soul and Spirit. So today I think we're going to do something a bit different. It is a full moon today. So I think as of 5 o'clock this morning, I believe. So I think what we're going to do is a full moon spread, and this spread will end up being over the cycle from this full moon till next. So I've got a couple of questions that we can ask. And we just have to see what comes up with that. So I thought this would be something a little bit different, and I hope you guys like this. If you do, please like and subscribe and comment if you have any comments with it. So this one might take a little longer than the others, but as I'm mixing the cards here, I'm going to ask the questions, and then if you guys want to do this one for yourselves on the next full moon, you will just change it to I instead of we, and you'll know what I mean in a second. So the first question that I'm going to ask about this full moon is what we need to know right now. And I'm just mixing up the cards here, and then I can't really lay them out because I don't have enough room, but we're going to hang on to those cards. So what we need to know right now is, I think I'm going to pick this card, okay? And this card is the Bone Collector, okay? I'm using the Enchanted Map cards by Colette Baron Reed. So the first thing we need to know right now is the Bone Collector. I'm going to put my glasses on if I can find them. Oh, there they are. So I can look at this picture because I don't use the books. I think I've told you guys that before. So in this card, it looks like this. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. And it's this little old lady, and she's almost like the sage, isn't she? The sage is someone who knows all, tells all, okay? And she has much knowledge. And, you know, we all have knowledge, and sometimes we don't know where it comes from, but we have it in our bones, so to speak. So this is someone who collects all that knowledge, and then she ends up helping other people and guiding other people because she's able to answer their questions. So what we need to know right now then is to believe in ourselves and to believe in our strengths and abilities and our intuitive abilities, and we gather the information from different sources. And it's an everyday thing. You can see she's in a medicine circle here. Okay, so again, if we can focus on our abilities and what we have and just set ourselves in a circle so that we can cast light on what we need to know. There is a light around her head in sort of a Sanskrit. She's also in the outdoors, so she knows about nature, wide open spaces, and it's just the knowledge that we hold, and sometimes we have to share that with others in order to help them get by with their journey. So what we need to know right now is what the Bone Collector is all about. It's about seeking knowledge, gaining knowledge, becoming knowledge, and being able to share that with others and help others along their journey as well. So I feel like that's what we need to know right now. So I'm going to set that card aside, and then we're going to do, what do we need to release this full moon? So again, I'm going to shuffle those cards around, and I'm just winging it, guys. So this is what, this is one of the things you need to do, because you can, come up with your own interpretation on these cards. I know that there's meanings written in there, but sometimes, depending on what you're doing, the cards will have a different meaning every time. So what do we need to release this full moon? So the next card is slow and steady, okay? So you need to back off from that fast track pace. We need to release that feeling of expectation of what other people expect us to do, and you need to go in a slow and steady pace, because slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so take a step back, slow down, breathe, and just release that fast-paced environment. That's what I'm going to say with that. If you look at this, She is almost in a state of meditation. Her hair is flowing in the wind. She's going with the flow. So release the need to have to go 1,000 miles an hour and get back to center, okay? Get back to center and, just relax and take your time. Take your time with whatever it is you're doing, because no one says it's a big race, okay? Just take your time. If I connect it to that bone collector card, then, which we're going to do here as well, it just means that, some of us learn at a slower pace, and sometimes when you learn at a slower pace, you're able to see more of what's going on around you. So don't be in too much of a rush or a chaotic state to learn what you need to learn, especially if you're going through a spiritual awakening. You know what? Spirit has its own time schedule. So, you just have to be slow and relaxed and ready to learn as you are guided to learn. So just release the need for a fast, steady pace. Okay, so that was the next question. The next question is, what will help us release this? Okay, so we're going to go in here again, and I'm going to pick another card out of here. So what will help us release this need for going fast paced? Okay, so this is what comes up. It's the Strength card, okay? So you have to be strong in everything that you do, okay? You have to get that sense of inner strength and know that you can get through everything. You can release the need to go quickly because you're strong and because you have it in you. And sometimes we just have to dig really deep in everything we're doing. So that strength will help you release what you need to release with the fast-paced environment. So just be strong and have conviction with everything that you do. Slow and steady wins the race, and you just have to dig deep and be strong about everything you do. So we look in this picture, and I mean, this woman has the world in her hand, and really everyone has the world in their hand, at their feet, whatever they want, but they just need to be focused on the thing that they want the most, and they have to be slow and steady and willing to progress at not an accelerated pace, but an easy pace and a go with the flow pace. This woman, sometimes she's standing alone, okay? And sometimes we have to go it alone because not everybody has the same beliefs that we do, okay? So you have to release some of the other things that people place on you, the pressures, all of that stuff. Sometimes you need to let that go too. So you just have to really dig deep to get what you want. And in order to release the chaotic atmosphere, you just have to be strong and stand your ground, okay? So that is the third question. Now the fourth question is, what is coming in this full moon cycle? So let's pick a card for that. And this is, let's just pick here a card for that. Okay, so the card that came up is Follow the Leader, okay? And so what is coming this full moon is, I think it's leadership, and it's you that are leading the people, okay? In this particular card, you may have acquaintances, you may have a staff at work, you may have people who look up to you as a mentor. So, you have to lead people in a positive direction down a positive path, but it has to be their own path. And sometimes people need to hear that. So then in this full moon cycle, we want you to be able to encourage and mentor people to follow their own dreams and to follow their own path. The paths lead to who knows where. I mean, sometimes people just need a little helpful push along the way. So I feel like what is coming in this full moon is you being the mentor, you being the leader, and helping people to find their goal and path. So if you're a healer, maybe consider teaching a class. If you're someone at work, maybe take time, with your staff and really help them along. You may have to hold their hand a little bit, but show them that they can do this. So just be encouraging and remind people that they can do this. Okay, so that's that card. And then what is our way forward is the next card, or the next question that we're going to ask for this full moon cycle. And this card, it's funny because I was thinking about this card this morning. So this card is the listen card, okay? And when we listen, we hear everything. So no matter if you feel like you don't need to pay attention to people, then you're not right, okay? Because everyone that you hear during the day has something to say and has something that you need to pay attention to. Even if it's a conversation in a grocery store and you're not privy to the conversation, if you hear something, that may strike a chord with you, you have to really pay attention and listen. You have to be the listener. If this is relating to your work, then you have to be someone who is willing to sit down and listen to the other side of a story. So, and same with healing. Like sometimes we need to open ourselves up to what other people need to say, because it's going to mean something in your life, whether you like it or not. So just be aware that that card is the listening card. And you know what? You also have to take a break for yourself. So this is card number 5. So what is our way forward? It's to pay attention, okay? And it's to listen. And it's to listen to music and just listen to everything. Listen to the birds. Be still, be quiet, and listen, okay? That's why I have flappy ears, because I can be somewhat of a good listener sometimes. So listen to everybody. What they have to say is important, okay? So that's the way forward. Make sure that you're paying attention and listening to what everyone has to say. And what will we gain from that? That would be question number 6. So let's go pull a card from that. Sorry, I'm just trying to stack them all here before I pull another card. So number 6, what will we gain from listening to people? Okay, what will we gain this full moon cycle? So here we go. Okay, so this is the card that came up, and it's cleaning house, okay? Cleaning house is all about letting go, and you know, what will we gain from that? We gain a new perspective, because when we let go of old, then new comes in. So take the time to clean your house, and it could be your inner house inside your body, and it could be your outer house in your house, okay? So you need to clean up around you and get rid of all the old so that all the new things can come in and bless you with what it has to offer. So what will we gain this full moon cycle? We're going to get rid of that cluttered mind, that cluttered body, and the cluttered house, okay? So clean house, it's really a metaphoric type of card. And when we live in a clean environment and a clear mind, we're able to think clearly, and we're able to move forward in what we're doing. So make sure that you're cleaning house, okay? And by cleaning house, you need to clear your mind and your house, your surroundings, and clean up and make a fresh start of things, okay? So what will we gain is a fresh start, a new tomorrow, and getting rid of all those old things that no longer serve us and that you're able to release. Very, very important in our life to do that. I know, believe me, you need to release those things that are not working for you anymore, because that's the only way you can move forward, okay? So clean up inside and out, and wait for the new things to come to you, and you'll be very thankful that you did. And yes, sometimes it's really hard, but we need to do it in order to move forward in our lives. So clean up the clutter, everybody. Clean house, okay? So that's what we're going to gain for this month's cycle. The outcome is the last card. I know I'm going through this really fast. I apologize for that, but I just feel like we need to take the time to do this, being that it's a full moon. So the last card that we're going to gain from this is a spirit of place, okay? So you know what? I love this card. It's a beautiful card to behold, and it's funny because it's the fall and it's the colors, the red leaves, the yellow leaves. It's the colors of the coming fall, which is what it's going to be a month from now at the next full moon cycle. So once we release all of those things, when we listen to people, when we help people move forward in a forward direction, I'm just looking back at the other cards here for a minute, when we use our inner strength to do so, and when we go slow and steady and we become the sage or the person who knows, who just has that inner knowing, we find our spirit of place and we find that we belong. So this is really important. And you know, this woman is beautiful, and she's like a butterfly, and you know, like butterflies are free. They're free to go anywhere they want. And you know, we can all develop into that butterfly and spread our wings. And, you know, and then once you do all of the things that were spoken of before in this full moon spread, you will find your spirit of place, the place where you belong, the community you belong in. Everywhere you go, you will find your spirit of place, your calmness, your peace, your place to go and, you know, meditate. And this is such a lovely, lovely card because, you know, hug a tree today and feel how calm that makes you feel. And, you know, be out in nature and find your space, okay? And so all of those cards up until this point, if we learn the lessons from those cards, then this is going to be the outcome of our first moon cycle, okay? So I love these cards, and the illustrations are absolutely beautiful. They're simple to read. You just have to read what's in your mind. So if you have any comments or suggestions, or you're liking this, what I'm putting up here, I'd really love to hear about it. Please like and subscribe. I hope you like this full moon cycle reading. I'll probably start doing those once a month too, because I just think they're so important for everybody. And the questions, again, I'll just let you know what they are in case you want to do this on your own. You would just change the we to I. So the first question is, what do we need to know right now? Second question, what do we need to release this full moon? Third question, what will help us release it? Fourth question, what is coming in this full moon? Fifth question, what is our way forward? Sixth question, what will we gain? And the seventh is our outcome, okay? So that's Sharie signing off from Sage Soul and Spirit. Hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you again tomorrow. Back to our daily readings, okay? Have a great day, all. Okay, bye-bye.